Yo, what is up guys, it is me, LJP Studios, back with another video, and today we are doing another Morecambe career mode episode, and I don't know if you guys just saw that, but it's currently on your screen. Michael Elise actually signed with Crystal Palace. Like, I've not even put him there, and you know that he's signed because it's a notification in 2026. That's right. I don't know if it will still be there, but well, no, he's not there anymore, unfortunately. But if I go to transfers, search players, and then I'll do Michael Elise. Elise 24. Like, he joined Bayern in the game. Like, I've not even put him there. He just signed for them. That is honestly mental. As we start today's episode off against Leighton Orient. So yeah, hopefully we can start today's episode off with a win. There's a Lingo wants to get some minutes out there, and I'll let him. I'll play him instead of David Brooks because he's quite tired out there. So hopefully we can start off with a win, and we can. Brown off the bench scores our second, and Ewan Hodgson gets the first. And I could be wrong, but I don't actually think that Carlton Morris, our new striker, has actually scored a goal yet, but I could be wrong about that. As we've got a loan offer on deadline day for Jake Taylor. I'm gonna reject it. Is he transfer listed? No, it's not. And we've got some scouting reports to update you about. Sam Smith, 70 rated. So I think he's a bit too good for a backup. Oh, well, that's just not what I was expecting. So I've got two really good strikers. Well, what I might do is get this man, because he can still maybe grow a little bit, and then I'll add what's his face in the deal, Chris Brown. Is it Chris Brown? Isn't that an actor or a singer? I don't know. But I don't know if it's Chris Brown that's our striker, but it's definitely something Brown. Charlie Brown. It's practically the same thing. Yep, there we are. They're happy with that deal. And Calvin Iabotchiman could be the first non-free agent that I've signed whilst at Morecambe, I believe. And no, I think I signed Arash on loan, but that's not permanently. So yeah, it'll be the first permanent signing that's not a free agent whilst at Morecambe, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I think. And there we land. Calvin Iabotchiman is an official Morecambe player, whilst Charlie Brown goes to Reading. That's decent, because I wanted to get Charlie Brown off the books, but we didn't have a backup striker that was good enough. So that's a good deal, that. And he's only 23 years old, so he can definitely grow a little bit. And worst case scenario, we'll play 3 at the back and 2 up top. So yeah, but if the team doesn't do well enough, we can do Dominguez, Furlong and Aina. That would be 3 fullbacks in defence, and then like a 3-5-2, and then put Yabochiman up top because I actually want him to get a few minutes. I don't want him to just not grow. James Maddison, what the? Okay, let's break this down one by one. Pierluigi Gallini joins Lecce for 7.2 million. Oliver Skip joins Porto from Mainz for 31.5 million. And James Maddison joins Leeds from Tottenham for 69.2 million. All three of those players have played for Tottenham, as Mason Mount joins Lyon for just over 33.5 million. Mohamed Kamara joining Leicester for 25 million. Liam Delap joining Mallorca from Marseille for just under 27 million, and Morata joining Atalanta. Fabio Moretti joins Bayern Munich from Man City for quite a big fee, just over 60 million. Whereas we've got a transfer offer for JJ McKinnon, and for now, he's a good rotational player who I like to bring on in games like we have next. Is Romero joining AC Milan from Leverkusen, and Tomiyasu joins Chelsea from Newcastle. There are the top deals: Maddison to Leeds, Romero to Milan, and Rasmus Højlund joining Bayer Leverkusen. And yeah, that's the top deals for the summer as we kick the September off with the BSM trophies. I'm actually going to give Iabochiman his first game. I'm gonna keep Brooks in there because he didn't play the previous game. I wanted McKinnon, and I'll keep Bernier in. Actually no, Dominguez is tired, so I'll give him a game. So yeah, I'm happy with that team going into this game. I might just put Dominguez on the bench as well. And Salford get a win in the BSM trophy, first loss of the episode, and hoping to bounce back from that, as next game is against Plymouth, so it is quite a difficult team. As I could be completely wrong, but I get the idea that they're a bit of a yo-yo clubbers. Sebastian Collins, he looks really good. I'm not going to promote him just yet. I might do it in the January window, and then see what happens. Because I might put him as a sweeper keeper. Get those stats up a bit. Marcus Collier, could be alright, but yeah, the keeper's the main one, I think. He's like the man I'm relying on most, I think, because I'm going to send someone to England for 9 months to get more players in the academy. Because whilst I was live streaming, a lot of you guys want me to focus on academies, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to focus on academies more and get those young, good players in. There's Morgan Whittaker still at Plymouth. He's like their main man on the out wide. He's quite a crucial player for him. And I'm gonna put Iabochiman on the bench for this game. I probably should do that. I should probably keep Iabochiman on the bench permanently, as Morris and Macoma both score, but Plymouth managed to win. Yeah, I believe that's Morris's first goal for us, and Iabochiman still can't score for us, but we'll put him on the bench. but I just want to check something. Yeah, that's all fine. Yep. No. I want to get McKinnon off that important. I want to get him off important because he is not an important player. I can tell you that for free. Rotation, yeah, he's rotation at most. I'm gonna give him 2 years extension. And then the only other one is maybe a Diabate. Because, yeah, JJ McKinnon could still grow a little bit, but I could be wrong. So yeah, the only other one is Diabate. I've recently negotiated a contract with him. As we've only got 2 players running out of contract, Furlong and Joel Senior. I wouldn't be against letting Joel Senior walk. I'm not too sure what I want to do with Furlong, because he is a good fullback to have, but he's getting on a bit. Let's just put it that way. Let's put it that way, shall we? As whilst I remember, I'll quickly put Iabotchiman on the bench for Rooney. No, not Pedley. Why do I always put Pedley on the bench? Because I really want Kelvin Iabotchiman to play, because I'm a big fan of him in real life. Because there's the Ipswich team. Don't really know how they're in League One. I'll probably struggle to even get a point out of them, but we can hope. As I'm also going to start Dylan Markande as well, because that's one thing I really wanted to improve. There's Pa Harris with a hat-trick. Oh my god, our midfielder gets a hat-trick, and Burns for them as well gets a hat-trick. Oh my god, what just happened? Pa Harris gets a hat-trick for us, and Burns gets a hat-trick for Ipswich. Wow, that's quite shocking actually. As we are up against Stevenage next. Yeah, I'm really quite happy with the depth, because don't get me wrong, this first team is but oh, David Brooks is on national duty. That this way never works, so I'm gonna actually have to go like this to take him off. I'm gonna start a Linger this game instead of Markande. But I can't even remember what I was saying. Yeah, the first team is honestly potentially one of the best in the league, but it's just that depth that we're lacking in. As Senior will get a game, as will Diabate for the captain, the skipper. Hoping we can get back to winning ways, as we've not won in a while, and we can. Dylan Markande and Ewan Hodgson both get our goals. Foster Kasky gets Stevenage's goal, and Harvey White, the former Tottenham man, scores. Oh, not scores, misses a penalty, which would have got a point for him, but unfortunately for him, he missed it, so we do get all of the points. But yeah, so that was a good win, that, and hopefully we move up the table. Yet we overtake Barnsley, and we are up in 4th, as we have Notts County up next. So what I was saying is, I'm really happy with the first team, but it's just the depth we're lacking in, and I want to bring some new players in, just so it's a bit more. What's the word? I don't know what the word is, but so I wouldn't be bringing against another Reading player across. Kanaya Boyce Clark. Jocko Anderson also could be alright. I do need a fullback, so I might look either Clinton Mola or Nesta Guinness Walker. I don't know which one though. I don't really know which one is. We do have two others, but they weren't with the other two for some reason. Oh wow, that's not what I was expecting. And Kelvin Abrifa, 67 rating. What I might look to do is maybe bring in Abrifa and Michael Craig. I'm just using Reading as an absolute farm for players. Who do I need more? I'd probably need a defender more. Oh yeah, I'll get a briefer. So I'll just do a straight 1.2 million exact market valuation, and the Reading manager says no. That'll be a smart signing, because we've lacked in a fullback position, and when Furlong either leaves or hangs up the boots, this will be a good player to overtake. By the way, I was watching, I don't know when this is, probably Tuesday when I'm recording it, but I was watching the Tottenham game yesterday, or Monday, or whenever you're watching this, and we should have won. I mean, we were all over them in the first half. Like, we should have been 2 or 3 up by the break at least. Like, it was shocking, to be honest. It was. Porro did get a goal. Solanke has to be more clinical. If he's him to get the, has to be more clinical. Richarlison did get a good end of the game. I think it was the end of the game. I think it was like the last kick of the game. I don't really know why I got rid of Michael Craig. He still. But yeah, I hope Bentancur is all well, because that did look nasty. Because I don't know if you watched the game, but if you have, you know that wasn't right, because fortunately the medical team was really good. They rushed on the pitch as soon as it happened. The game was stopped, and in the interview after the match, Postecoglou did confirm Bentancur was awake and conscious, but it wasn't a good sight, because he landed. I don't know if you guys saw, but normally players before the game they stick their arms out to brace, and then they roll around in pain. He didn't. After the collision, on the way to the floor, he was A, motionless, which is never a good sign, and B, he didn't brace. So he was falling, his arms were just by his side, and then he just lands on the floor and just doesn't move. So it's never a good sign. But yeah, the medical team did what they're there to do, and Fortunately for him, he was rushed to hospital, and yeah, it wasn't nice, to be honest. I mean, as a Spurs fan, yeah, he's our own player, which makes it even worse. But even if it's like an opposition player, like if a Leicester player went down, it's still not a nice sight. It's still not nice. As nonetheless, we've got a youth scouting report. I'm going to come back to this Oscar Briggs fella. He's got decent ring, but that potential is letting him down a bit. I forgot, to be honest. I've got to say, is this overall, what's this rating like? Yeah, I'm gonna let him go. That's not a good batch to start off, as I'm gonna give Bochuman a game and Dylan Markande a game also for Ewan Hodgson, and then Kelvin, is he? Oh, he's only, oh, I'm so stupid, he's joining in January. Okay. Great. I didn't even. Oh my word! That is why I got him. On one of his first starts, Ian Bochuman gets a brace. Pa Harris gets the other goal, but fair play to Ian Bochuman. Fair play. The young Englishman does enough. If it wasn't for him, we only would have got a point. And he does get his first goals at his new club. David Brooks is always on international duty. As the Bochuman wants another game against Portsmouth, even though it is top of the league after the previous game. He's going to have it. Here, Bochuman, mate. Fill your boots, mate. So I'm going to give Pat Harris a break, as with McKinnon as well. No, not McKinnon, McComa. Because I'm just a little bit worried they're going to get unhappy, as Ewan Hodgson scores for us and Evans and Lane get the win for Portsmouth. I'm really happy with that signing of Abrifa. That's a really good signing, I think. Yeah, that's why I signed here, Bochuman. Just not regular starts, but when he does, he's clinical, and that's, as a backup striker, that's your job. There's the last thing I'll do for today's episode. I'll look at some clubs, players, because what I like doing is I like bringing in like players from the top clubs. That's what I like doing. Is Tino and Jorin. May I say, he looks not half bad as a cam. Got that young midfielder Connor. I won't really need a fullback after a briefer, so I'm gonna stop scouting him actually. Actually no, I'm not, because no wait, he's actually quite old. I'll scout Regan Paul and Natal Furtado. I hope I've got those names right, but yeah, I like getting players from top teams, because then, I don't know why I did that, greatens your chance of getting promoted. But I know they're not a top team, but I am also familiar with these a lot, so it wouldn't hurt to have a look. Don't really need a striker. Wouldn't be against bringing in a midfielder. This is a man I wouldn't be against bringing in. I don't think I could afford Michael Craig, but I could afford him. I've got a lot of young defenders. Liam Lowe, Miguel Reyna, Santiago Morales, and Julian Sierra. And actually, I'm not going to scout him because that was not a good market value. And I think the only other team I might look for, but I'll look through 2 more teams if I can ever find them. No, 3 more teams, and then I'll call it a day. So, and this man, their main man. Right in midfield, Bumba is a great defender to have, especially in the Championship. And it looks like they've only got 1 goalkeeper, which is interesting. Peterborough, I know quite a bit about them, as some of you guys may know. Well, hopefully know. But no one really shouting out to me. They've not got Ricky J. Jones, by the looks of it. Nathan Broadhead, the former Everton winger. But that will do it for today's episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure you like and subscribe if you're new, or if you haven't already. Comment down below what games you want me to play in the future and what games you want me to play on live streams. I know I didn't live stream yesterday, but I can promise you this, I will be live streaming today, but I'm not too sure what yet. So comment down below what you want me to stream. If you want me to do career mode, ultimate team, something else on FIFA, or a new game completely, and I'll see you for another episode of the Morecambe career mode very soon. Goodbye.